Righty slight. I think we are about ready to start this stream, although I'm going to have to make some slight more adjustments. Took longer to get this all, I didn't think I'd have to walk away instantly the moment I got this started, but that is unfortunately the way things go sometimes. But anyway, whoever's watching, if anyone's watching right now, welcome to the stream. We'll get... Oh. Crud. I am making such a mess of this. We'll get to the primary focus of the stream momentarily. I believe. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. And when we do, I really should have planned more for this, but, right. So, what we're going to be doing is we are going to basically the title of the stream should be some indication, is PS2 Gundamulation. I'm going to forego one of my previously established rules of not emulating any games that I don't already own in some other capacity, and do some emulated fucking Gundam games on the PS2 that I don't already own. Because I'm just in that fucking annoyed type of state where I don't care. So, as soon as I've got this set up, controller set up. First game up to bat. I'm not even sure which game I should start with. Actually, you know what? Let's just start with an oldie but a goodie. Or at least something that is relatively decent, all things considered, and something that might actually harken with people right now, given the recent reveal that the newest Gundam Versus game is going to be actually released in the West. So I'm gonna we're gonna boot up original Versus game, or at least the deluxe edition of said Versus game, once I've got it ready. What? Uh-oh. That ain't right. Oops. Fuck. I thought I had that fixed. Let's see. Watching now 2. Of course, no one's saying anything. This is taking longer than I anticipated. Let me try this. Whoops. Okay, that's... Okay, well, there we go. We're here. By Capcom. Gundam created by these guys.
A half-century has passed since Earth began moving its burgeoning population into gigantic orbiting space colonies.
And to be fair, the more I think about it, the more I wonder why I don't... Let me turn this down just a little bit more. Don't actually own this game, because it's what... Maybe the... I guess in general terms, it was just kind of low tier on the number of things I would actually want to get for the PlayStation 2 in terms of Gundam games. I just thought there were other Gundam games that were a lot better, had better things that I cared about.
After 8 months had passed and they were
Whatever, I'm just...
One boy had a fateful encounter with a mobile suit. Who will survive?
Good question. Actually, wait a minute. Is this in... Hang on. I actually want to alter some things here. There we go. I had it running in software mode because there were a number of games that I can't play in hardware mode. Now that we're here, I think we can actually just get started. Now, I have no idea. We're probably just going to do some arcade mode fun for right now. Again, I just want to fly through these one at a time, just go over several Gundam games that I picked up for PS2 emulation and whatnot. Earth Federation Space Force. We'll start from where it all began, inside Side 7. What the fuck is my name? Yep. That totally represents me. And yes, I know it spells Dumas instead of dumbass. That's the point. And I believe the ground-type GM and ground-type Gundam are exclusive to the deluxe version of this game. I don't even know what the original version of this game was released on, whether it was arcade or Dreamcast or something. But because I'm a huge ground-type Gundam fanatic, we'll go with that. With this beam rifle. And for space, we'll have something very special. We will have Space Tank. No, I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea to let tanks fly about in space, but what the hell?
Destroy enemy mobile suit units. You can do it.
Okay, I just noticed that. One of the problems of running this in hardware emulation mode with the
Protect the allied mobile suit from attack. I'm counting on you.
everything scaled up so that it looks and runs smooth. So there's going to be some splits here and there in the little sprite animations. Right. I should honestly be using the D-pad. I was using it. This is probably okay. That's how I've been playing so many different games on the simulator lately. I can't even remember the control scheme for this game.
Behind.
But what was I getting at? Damn it, I lost my train of thought. It's probably your fault. But again, this is probably just like a far cry from whatever the modern Gundam versus games are like, with all sorts of Gundam from throughout the entire Gundam multiverse franchise, whatever.
Behind.
This shit's probably extremely basic in comparison. I wouldn't know because I've not played this, and the next game we're going to get to are the only Gundam versus games I've ever had any personal experience with. It's just like, I played this game back in the day because it was one of the few Gundam games that was readily available for rental at the time.
Detected by the enemy in satellite orbit. Destroy enemy mobile suit units.
But with Gundam games not really commonly returning to America after that point, and a lot of the different Gundam versus games being either, I can't remember, were they on portable or something? I don't know. It's just, I just didn't have the time or presence of mind to think about picking up the series again.
Your left.
Can't say what it was, it's just there were so many other different Gundam games that I was, I guess, more interested in. I didn't think, oh, let's have Gundams from all over the different franchise, the different iterations of the franchise fighting each other. No, I like the
Right.
standard mission-based, universal century, one-year war stuff. And that's still kind of the way I am. I don't see myself changing that attitude anytime soon.
Above.
Yeah. Get out of the way, I am Space Tank!
You're almost there. Go for it.
Maneuvering in space in these missions, I just... Yeah. I can see why they dropped the space maneuverability in future
Please come back.
Gundam versus games. I think. I know, like, the regular Gundam versus series, I don't think it has any space missions.
All hands, battle stations.
I know the next game we're going to get to, again, after this, well, still has space missions, and they're still kind of awkward there.
Left.
Cut this!
Right.
And also kind of, one thing I guess I didn't like about this game is that there was really no proper guard mechanic. It's like, you see how the ground type Gundam sort of shifts the way it holds the shield it has, depending on whether it's holding up the rifle or the gun. Although this is mostly exclusive to holding the rifle or the gun. Holding the rifle or the beam saber. It's like when he's holding the beam saber, he's got his shield up like this. When he's holding the rifle, he's got it up like that. Ow. To be honest, you should be using it as a punch shield. That's what the claw shield really is. And it's not like the shield doesn't protect you, it just only protects you at very specific angles. Like where you're holding it in a position where it would actually legitimately get hit by enemy fire by holding it like that. Which is the only real way to defend yourself, aside from just dodging everything.
Enemy unit encountered in the desert. Protect the allied mobile suits.
Which is okay for the mobile suits that have larger shields and whatnot, like the Federation large shield units, like the Gundam and the GM. Like the regular one, the ground types have kind of small shields that require a bit more work to manipulate how they get hit by the enemy. Of course, with exception to specific mission particular things, Gundam, the Federation versus Zeon is less about being able to keep yourself alive throughout. God damn it. Yeah. Not just so much dealing with surviving a battle, although that is still a part of it. The thing is actually depleting the battle gauge. Like that green gauge on the top, that is the Earth Federation's battle gauge, and the one on the bottom is the Zeon's battle gauge. And you can survive to respawn if the battle gauge isn't completely depleted. It's just the cost of your unit will affect how much of that battle gauge will get lost. And if you lose all of it, which you really don't want to do,
You're almost there. Behind. Mission over.
ugh, okay. You know, the higher cost your unit, the more value you take away from your team from the battle gauge than if you were a lower cost unit. But if you have a higher cost unit, then you should be able to take out more of the enemy units more effectively. You know, risk versus reward strategy, you know? Just
Under enemy fire in the forest.
if you happen to be in a unit that loses because you cost too much to the overall battle strength of your side, that's where you're, yeah.
Right.
But if you happen to have a low cost unit and you still manage to take out a good number of enemies, like skillfully with it, that's good too. But then the other problem becomes, it's just like if your allied AI units aren't holding their weight, then you can also screw yourself, so you have to sort of protect them or make sure that they're not out. Going down far too easily and far too quickly.
Behind you. Almost.
Damn it.
Mission complete.
Ugh, good. Yeah, yeah. Of course, the other problem, the main problem with this game, of course, like, this is especially so when I have, like, all the graphics scaled up so that it's for higher definition, is that you can tell the individual models for all the mobile suits are all kind of really low quality texture and design and whatnot. Because this was like an early PlayStation game. I think actually, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the original version of this was released on the Dreamcast first. I don't know for certain. So that might be a partial cause of it, is that it's still running off of the standards set up for the Dreamcast release, so the textures and quality might be slightly less. Although, again, this is early PlayStation 2 regardless, so that might have... Fucking Grabro! That might have something to do with it. Also, I don't know what's with the sound effects here. It's like they try to be relatively... I mean, relatively... They use a lot of accurate sound effects. God damn, what is going on here? We're not getting anything. Alright, Zigok, come up here. Guys, stay away from that Grabro, whatever. It's phoneticized differently from one piece of media to another.
You can't take any more damage. You're almost there. Go for it.
So, I don't know where the sound effect for the beam rifle of the ground-type Gundam comes from. I mean, I think this is... I think that's more of a Zeta Gundam beam cannon or something. I'm really not sure. Because I do recall... If I recall correctly... The beam rifles used by the ground-type Gundams in the 8th MS team, for the brief few instances that I actually had the beam rifle, were the same standard beam rifle sound effect that we've heard throughout classic Gundam series.
Federation headquarters in
At least, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure it is. And this is, again, before the remaster of the 8th MS team that completely replaced all the sound effects. Made it a loud, noisy mess. That sounds nothing like Gundam. It's like, okay, I get it. It's a Real Robots-ish series. And you want the sound effects to sort of be evocative of a sort of real aesthetic. But at the same time, the sound effects that you choose don't sound even remotely classic. I prefer classic sound effects in Gundam to some of that noisy stock stuff, especially when it drowns out the music completely. For me, I don't care how the tone of the series is, it's go classic or go home. The Fizz Soundworks, I believe they're called, use the sounds that they came up with for the series, and what you would normally associate from Japanese anime mecha stuff. Just don't go classic or go the ever-letting fuck home. I don't care. I know the 8th MS team was a different type of series with a different type of tone and a different type of focus from other Gundam series, but no, you do not change that. It's plain, 100% pure and simple. Stop trying.
Mission over.
Was that because I killed the Goofer? No, that's because the other guy killed the God. Well, thank you.
Please return.
I looked away for a second. I didn't actually see who made that kill. Was it the Gundam? Yeah.
Enemies have invaded the
Look back at the stream as it catches up. That's definitely the Gundam.
Allied mobile suits from destruction.
Jaburo. Inside of Jaburo. Clip through the building. I knew. Fuck you! Goddamn ag guys. Oh, get fucked! I know you managed to rip off a ground type's ground type unit's head once and had to have it forced to be replaced with a GM head. But fuck you! I'm not gonna be that same one. Fucking guys. It's like everyone thinks you idiots are fucking cute. You're ugly as sin. You're fat, you're lumbering, you're brown. You have faces that... Well, look at that damn face. Oh, Char's Zgok.
Behind you.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. I think that's a... Zoc.
Just a little more.
Yeah, that's a Zoc. Fucking hate Zocs. Is that another Zoc? Jesus balls! You guys remember my... You remember my fight with the Zoc in Journey to Jaburo. I hate that thing. And in general, Zocs are just another one of those ugly-ass mobile suits that... You know, the original version of the Zoc. Ah! No! So close!
Complete.
Like, the original version of the Zoc is another one of those dumpy mobile suits that I think just looks ugly and stupid. But God, is it such a powerhouse. And the one from Journey to Jaburo I like because it's just this gigantic mobile fucking armor. Just like, I am a gigantic mass of beam cannons. Come at me, bro.
Destroy enemy mobile suit units.
And I wish there was like a model, like a Gunpla model of that thing. But no, there's only the original Zoc from Mobile Suit Gundam. Which honestly just looks like a kappa. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, fuck off, Rick. God, you over there, who are you? Why are you sucking so much of this?
You're almost there.
Why am I sucking so much of this? Of course, because I'm playing Space Tank! What can a fucking tank do in space? Oh, that's right, nothing! Except, apparently it has fucking thrusters in the bottom of it. And nowhere else! Oh, that was the Gundam's kill that managed to end the round. I'm kind of surprised. It's been a while since I played this, and I've never really gotten this far into an arcade mode run without being without a loss, without having to use a continue. Oh hell, the Elmeth. Oh hell, this map in general, because of the fucking Ugh!
Behind you!
Just this map in general. I hate this map in general simply because the fucking stupid ass shitballs as fuck solar system mirrors. It's like if that's the one thing about the space levels is that they do kind of, oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone. I am tank space. I am space tank. Oh, get away from me. Leave me alone. And these mirrors just keep shifting around like space itself is having a conniption or something. And these mirrors, they get it the goddamn way. I'm gonna kill this goddamn Elneth or something. Ugh, now Char's Gelgoog shows up, and I'm pretty much... If I don't kill something soon,
Our forces have been defeated.
then this is what happens. Fuck. 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 Oh well. I got farther than I thought I would, so that's something. Skip it. Oh, God. Oops. Oh. I got a second. Overwhelming advantage by butt. Right, well, that was... Okay, I didn't realize that I'd been muted the whole time there. Oops! Forgot that the transition automatically turns off the audio. The audio input capture. I am a dumbass. So a lot of what I just said is probably going to go over everybody's head. Because they didn't hear it. because apparently this thing decided to turn off. But yeah, now we're into what would follow, at least in America, Federation versus Xeon, and that is Mobile Suit Gundam versus Zeta Gundam, a series that I don't think got aired on TV at all. Like, I know there was an English translation for the series, and they were all put on DVD or something to that effect. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Actually, I don't even know why I have... Yeah, turn that off. Ah, this music is loud. But I do think playing this game now is at least also sort of poignant, simply because they're airing the Gundam Info is airing the fuck, Zeta Gundam. It's being streamed on their page. On their channel, YouTube, whatever. I don't know. I'm confusing myself here. Since I'm playing as the Xeon Titans, I've decided to call myself Asbag. Xeon Titans. Xeon Titans are two different things. Although the Titans seem to have taken up a lot of Xeon's design mentality with things like, oh hey, let's take their Zaku 2 and make our own version of it called the High Zack. Ho 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 ho! Smooth. Really, really smooth. And then they also made the Galbaldi Beta. Another Xeon design forged from the Galbaldi Alpha. The Marasai, it's another monowide suit. It could be anything. More monowides all around. It's just like the only thing... They have so few things that are explicitly Federation-like. And then they have some very weird designs. Courtesy of Patimus Shirako, most likely. But anyway. Actually, I wonder what happens if I... Okay, alternate colors for the Hyakushiki. Char's colors. Duh. Super Gundam. Essentially, this game is basically just Federation versus Xeon with an expansion into all the Zeta Gundam suits, because you can still pick all of the units from the original Gundam versus Federation versus Xeon. They have the ground Gundam, the ground GM, the original suits, and all that whatnot. And the same thing goes for Xeon, although they also have some additional Neo Xeon stuff, such as the well, not Neo Xeon, but Axis Xeon, I should say, such as the Gaza C and the Quibble. But I don't know. Yay, me, my mo, catch up whatever by your toe, just go. Pick something, I don't know. This. The Palace Athene? Sure, I don't know. I have no idea. I barely played this game, like, at all. And I've never played any of the Xeon units, so we'll just go with Shield Missile or something. And for space, we will have... you know what? Let's steal something from the AUG. Oh, fuck. Titans version Zeta Gundam. Oh, boy. Wouldn't that just be the most ridiculous thing? Let's have the Titans steal their own version of the Zeta Gundam. Assuming they'd be able to handle it. Alright, so I've never touched the Palace Athene or know anything about it. Ow. Okay, so its shield missile is a lot like the... Okay. Got a shield missile a lot like the Gyan. Ah, the Rick Diaz. Of all the things that the AUG managed to get a hold of, they, like, sort of made their own version of the Rick Dom in the form of the Rick Diaz. Although you could sort of argue that, in a sense, Titans did their own take on the Dom with the... What is it called? I've honestly completely forgotten about it. Whatever it is. Okay, this is the one addition to Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam, and I don't know if this is something exclusive to the Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam game, or is it something that was introduced into Titans vs. AU? Because that's what this game essentially is it fuses the Japanese exclusive Titans vs. AU game with Federation vs. Xeon. And brought it over here to America. The reason you're only hearing the Japanese voices is because I couldn't find... I'm sure I did find at some point, like, the original version of the game oh boy. Okay, that's how you transform. So I don't know, maybe the... I'm going to doubt it, but maybe the Palace theme does have a transformation. What the hell is wrong with the beam saber? That didn't look like a beam saber. That looked like... What the hell is wrong with that? Is that just a graphical bug because I'm using the Titans version? Because I know I didn't have this problem when I was playing the AUG side. Yeah, I've been playing this game, but I've been playing mostly the AUG and Earth Federation Forces side stuff. I didn't mean to transform for that long. Ow. Okay. What was I saying? I keep confusing myself because I get distracted by what's actually going on in the game. But yeah, this is a fusion. Like I said, this is basically a fusion of Federation versus Xeon and AUG versus Titans into one game brought over here to America, and it was exclusive to America. But I couldn't find, like, a normal ROM for this. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to... When I went looking up ISOs, I ended up finding one that was specifically retranslated version that basically ripped all the Japanese dialogue from the two separate games and put them back into this one, instead of having the English dialogue with its... Because one of the most awkward things about this game, at least in its original... Well, I say original, but... Anyway, in its English voice format, is that they had two completely different dubbing casts for the original Gundam versus Zeta Gundam. Including for characters that were specifically transitioning between the original Gundam to Zeta Gundam. So it meant like characters like Char, Amuro, and Hayato would all have two different voices depending on... Ah, what the hell had just happened? But yeah, it just meant that characters would have multiple different voices that they honestly shouldn't have. It's just like, oh hi, I'm Amuro. Oh hi, I'm Amuro. It's just like, okay, I get it was just a case of you reflecting on the fact that the two different series had two different actual dubbing casts, which is a stupid choice in and of itself for one that was actually dubbed here for America. But it's just like in the video game, you decide to have both casts reprise their selective roles for their selective eras. It's just like, what? So it's kind of more apt to have the Japanese audio on so that you, when you play the game, there isn't that sort of odd, I suddenly have this voice, now I suddenly have this voice sort of thing going on. And that's probably why it was done. That or somebody's just a fucking weeb. Oh, DJ! DJ! Kind of mixed between a Gelgoog and a Rick Diaz or something like that, as far as tech goes. And a mobile suit that was exclusive to the Taraba forces. And piloted by Amuro. Meaning kind of odd little thing where the previous Gundam protagonist was now piloting a mobile suit that did not look completely... that looked somewhat like the mobile suit that was used by his prior rival. You know, except blue instead of red. Meanwhile, his rival has his own sort of Gundam-y looking thing, the Hyakushiki. Like, not completely Gundam-y. God, I keep so distracted, I didn't actually mean to do that. Yeah, I sort of understand where most of the... as I've been trying to watch... I've never actually watched Zeta Gundam until it started being restreamed on Gundam Info. So right now I'm only in as far as the series has been streamed thus far, which I think at this point is up to episode 25. I think. So, I think I remember the last thing that actually happened in the last episode by that point was just the Operation Apollo to drop some sort of colony. Yes, I am.
作戦は成功した。帰還しろ。
To drop a space colony on the moon, if I recall correctly. Because the Titans are sore asses.
が敵の攻撃を受けている。敵部隊を撃退しろ。
So I haven't necessarily... Stop! I've gotta pay attention! Ugh. I'm distracting myself too much. I am aware of a number of things that sort of happen event-wise in Zeta Gundam, but as far as, like, certain specific story-driven elements and whatnot, I'm still kind of in the dark. Like character motivations and whatnot. I really don't know how else to say it. It's just like, I am aware of things that happen without really being aware of how and why they happened or what order they happen in. So I know that the Titans have a huge base here on Mount Kilimanjaro, and that there was some AUG operation to sort of get rid of. There was some sort of large... God damn it! But yeah, there was just this big operation to sort of do away with... Like, get rid of the Titan base here on Earth so that they wouldn't have anything to fall back on. Die! This is what I get for coming up against Amuro Ray and Quattro Bagina, who is Charaznable, and I failed the fucking mission! Also, it doesn't help that I really don't even know how to handle the Palace Athene because I haven't played this much of the game yet. Been focused on getting all the stuff done for the AUG, not so much anything for the Xeon or Titan side. It is 82 degrees up here. I'd really like to have my air conditioner on, but it would probably sound like to you guys, and I don't want to do that. Completion rate 13%. Jesus balls. Oh, that's great now, isn't it? Might as well. Yeah, just get on with it! Yeah, and another annoying factor about the... Yeah, specific annoying factor about the, keep losing my train of thought here. About the episodes of Zeta Gundam that are going up on Gundam Info is just... They can't have, like, the original opening themes for for the show. Opening or ending themes for the show, so we end up with music that's sort of just like what we just heard. What is... What's this? How on earth did I get the tutorial? Alright, well, we're done with that. So, I really just... you know what? Fine, I'm gonna turn it on. I don't care how noisy it is to you guys. Because if I'm fucking uncomfortable, you're gonna be uncomfortable with me. Auditorily. So, why is this not... Okay. Moving on to the next ISO I have... what do we got? Okay, this next one I have basically not put any time into because Jesus balls, once again, I do not understand what idiot thought this game was a good idea, or the changes made to this game. This is Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Never Ending fucking Tomorrow. Like, way to take an okay enough game. Good fucking question. Why? Why? Oh, Jesus. These CG models. Uncanny motherfucking valley here. No, fuck it. I'm not gonna watch these intro sequences. Just, jeez. No. Alright. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Never Ending Tomorrow. This is... Encounters in Space. Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space with a number of various alterations and additions that... And especially to the control interface. And just, it's just like where most other times Bandai would come forward and like take an old thing and refine it and make it better. Like, let's take Journey to Burrow, refine all of its control setups and whatnot, and make Lost War Chronicles. That was good. Lost War Chronicles was a good game. I don't know what they were thinking with Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Never Ending Tomorrow. Like, I guess they thought they were improving on it, but this is by no means an improvement of any kind whatsoever. Like, I haven't even touched it for that long, and I there's... Not only is it bad because I don't like Gundam Seed... Actually, you know what? I just realized this has somehow managed to... The scaling for this has somehow managed to get all flubbed up. Let me fix this. And of course, it's borrowing music from other Gundam games. This is like from Rise from the Ashes. I mean, X-Play review of this game got a 2 out of 5. Deserves a 1 out of 5, honestly. Although that's my personal opinion, just not liking Gundam Seed or anything about it. I'm sure there's a lot to this game that that might be somewhat better to it. But it's just like, when I actually got into the gameplay and the controls and whatnot, like the combat, but just no, I do not. I've been playing. I just don't like this game at all. It's like, I don't like it because it's about Gundam Seed, but I also don't like it because it's a very bad game. It's just like, let's take... Oh boy. Oh, I've only got this far in. Oh, great. I can choose any of the 3 different striker packs or just the basic strike unit. I'll stick with the ale only because I'm boring and I don't know any better. Partner select. Oh, I can... Mirialia, Sai, Flay, fuck you. Maru, Moo, or Bitch Badgerel. Natarl Badgerel, sorry. I don't remember much about Gundam Seed, but I remember enough to know which characters I thought needed to have a stick pulled out of their ass. No, I'll stick with Tits Lady. Oh boy. Oh wait, are these the only things that I can actually do? I don't understand this part. Okay, you know what? Fine, we'll just leave that as is, because I don't know set and boosts. No, that's what I just did. Use ticket. What ticket? Okay, enemies defend Mistral, fail, damage unit Mistral, Archangel, blah blah blah. Recon Jin escapes, ally Mobius 0. L2 button turns off auto lock on, L1 button turns it back on. It's like I picked up and put down this game as quickly as possible. That's all I can really say. Yeah, just get on with it. Actually, now that I think about it, weren't there like Omni versus Zaft Gundam versus games? Oh, this music is borrowed from Zeonic Front. It's like you couldn't actually use any music from the actual Gundam Seed show. I mean, I like this music, but I don't want to hear this music while I'm watching Gundam Seed stuff. I also don't like his dub actor because it's the same dub actor that played the voice of Kicker in Transformers Energon. And I hate Kicker. Okay. Okay. What is going on here? What the hell was that? Why did the camera shift like that? That was stupid. Oh, hi, you! It's you! Here to make everything more complicated than it ever needs to be. Okay, now what's going on? Okay, again, because things have switched. Because I'm on a different game now, and I... Okay, that's similar to Encounters in Space. similar, but not the same. Okay, seriously, what the hell happened with the camera there? Where? Okay. When I want you to lock on, you fucking lock on. Also, holy crap, the sound effects are real loud, although that could just be me wearing headphones. God, the sound effects sound really fucking compressed here. I wish the camera shift wouldn't happen at all, so I could fucking pay attention to what's going the fuck on. Get away from me, Athrun. I have a restraining order. Restraining order, sorry. I'm sorry, are people saying things? I can't hear you over the sound of the loudest fucking hell beam cannon. Beam rifle, whatever. Ow, my ears! No, I keep these games turned down for the sake of... Oh, what's going on? Why is this camera shift even a thing? Why? Just because it's cinematic somehow? But I don't know what I'm controlling, how I'm maneuvering. Just back the fuck off. What's going on? I can't hear you.
This is the Earth Force's warship, Archangel. Presently under the protective custody of this ship is Plant Supreme Council Chairman Siegel Klein's daughter, Lacus Klein.
What monsters you are!
I'm sorry, what just happened? C rank. Of course I got a C rank, because God knows I was no fucking clue what was going on during that battle. And I can't hear anything over the sound of this beeping. God! It's as if, you know, everything else wasn't bad enough. The sound effects in this game are extremely loud. Ugh. Maybe I should go into the options and really fix that.
The girl Kira rescued proves to be Athrun Zala's fiancée, Lacus Klein. The fact that she is now a hostage infuriates Athrun. Racked with remorse over his inability to protect Flay's father, Kira decides to return Lacus to her.
Kira, you come along with us too! There's no reason why you should remain with the Earth Forces! Believe me, the last thing I want to do is fight against you. But aboard that ship are people who I feel obligated to protect. My friends are on that ship!
And this starts a long-going misunderstanding that will just continue to confuse things through the rest of the fucking series. What? What? What three? Who are three? I'm sorry, I couldn't fucking hear you. Volume leveling. Do you has it? God, why am I even playing this? Aside from I was stupid enough to actually pick up the ISO. I should probably stick with the Ale Strike, but you know, fuck, I'm gonna go with the launcher for now. Just because. What? Peace, salad, and carrots? I don't know what that means. Alright, back to tit lady. Miss Bouncy Boobs. I don't even know. And deport. What about thumbtacks? I'm about to attack. Whatever. Just go. Or was it carp attack? Oh, are we gonna go through this again? Is this the way every mission begins with the strike? Oh, right, because I've got the Launcher Striker pack set. It's at least worth watching it for that. Oh, shut up. But it also means I don't have a shield, do I? What? Okay, that's the Agni beam cannon. Oh. Ah, God! What? No, get away! Will you quit getting close to me so it doesn't have to be such an annoying little piece of crap? I can't hear you over the sound of everything going boom! Everything is too loud! Ugh. Okay, the multi-lock is a lot different in this game. It doesn't... I have to catch everything in this little green box. There goes the Buster. I think. That was the Buster, right? I can't hear you! There's too much shit on screen that I don't fucking understand. Where'd things go? Where is Target? Who is phone? Wait, what? What is that? Is that the Blitz? I'm sorry, is that's the Blitz, right? Where'd it go? Did it turn on its fucking Mirage colloid shit? Hmm? I know that sound. That's the sound of phase shift going down. Ah, God! All my ears! Go burn in hell, Nicole! Or Nickel. Is it Nicole or Nickel? I can't remember. All I remember is I just don't care. Why am I backwards? What is with this camera angle? What? Not really what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
The enemy fleet's coming. Damn it. It burns! It burns!
Well, that's what you get. Now fuck off.
I'm so glad the refugees from the otherwise
Oh god, this incident.
Thank you for protecting the rest of us for now.
Yeah, this leads to one of the first big fuck yous of the series, if I recall correctly. And I think it's about to start. Ugh. Jins, aka the Zakus of Zaft. Well, before they actually came up with Zakus. Come on. Okay, how am I supposed to know whether or not I'm outside the operation area if there are no clear-cut boundaries? And here comes the assault shroud. Hey, whoa, whoa! Back off! Okay, despite the fact that I managed to beat him, that don't change Jack Diddley. Things are probably going to happen in a very specific way because of storytelling and whatnot. I honestly can't tell what's going on when that happens. Right, the atmospheric re-entry, that's where things go foobar.
Don't do it! On that shoveler!
And that somehow gets me an A rank. I don't even know what was happening half of the time. I don't even know why I'm still playing this game. Everything is so... anything that isn't too loud is too quiet. And it's just... I don't like Gundam Seed. I just don't. I mean, I like a lot of the designs a lot better than later series would ultimately end up doing. So, that's good, and that's fine by me. But as far as the characters, the story, just a lot of things, and the noise in this game, especially. The noise, the controls, nothing feels remotely natural. It's just like, what am I fucking doing? It's like I had at least... I know there was bad audio leveling in... I know some of the audio leveling was bad in... Fuck. The original game. Encounters in Space. But my god, this is hyper obnoxious. I have the background music down as... Okay, well, the sound effects are at max, so that's probably part of the problem. We'll medium it out or something. Not that I actually want to... carry on with this game any further. I think I've done more than my fair share with this, so I'm pretty much done, and we'll move on to the next one. Next up on the list is... Ooh. Okay. Mobile Suit Gundam Ichinen Senso. The 1 year... Oh. Oops. Stop. Stop. Gotta stop for a minute. Gotta fix that again. I had it set to hardware mode. This is one of those games that only works in software mode. Known by several other names, such as the 1 Year War, Project Pegasus, whatever, for the PlayStation 2. This is a game that I didn't bother trying to track down and get a copy of. Partially because this is another one of those Japanese exclusive games, but even among Japanese exclusive games, this is somewhat lacking to me. To me, personally. It doesn't have any Ground Gundam variants at all. And that is kind of a selling point for me. So, yeah. But as far as gameplay goes, I'm also aware, like, once we get into that, it's a very... It's another simplistic formula. It's meant to follow the events of the original Mobile Suit Gundam, like, during their trek throughout the 1 Year War from Side 7 to Abaoku. Like, tell the full story, unlike how General Revel in CG. That's brilliant. But yeah, just a video game recap of all the stuff that happened in the original Gundam series. While at the same time, promoting Master Grade model for the 1 Year War version of the original Gundam. Which, you know, it's a pretty good model. I don't have the original model. I have, like, the Musha Gundam, which uses a lot of the same frame parts and whatnot. But yeah, Ichinen Senso, or just 1 Year War, whatever we'll call it. We'll just call it 1 Year... Mobile Suit Gundam 1 Year War. Or Project Pegasus, whatever you want. It just follows the events of the series. And it does have a few small, interesting things you can do, I suppose. Like, after you've beaten story mode, you can unlock free mode, and it allows you access to use different mobile suits throughout the different story missions. Although, past a certain point, there are just some that you can't use unless they're only very specific mission-based, such as the gun tank, which I think can only ever be used in one mission. And to be honest, it's not really all that great to be used in the first place, so I'm not missing anything by not being able to use the gun tank. But let's just actually go into this first mission with just the original Gundam. show you how it's supposed to go. And because I'm playing this emulated, it's going to load very quickly. This is like the very first mission where Amuro jumps into the cockpit of the Gundam on Side 7 during the conflict there. Let's just jump straight into it. Gundam Rising! Yes! But yeah, this game is basically... Okay. The way you play this game isn't like other Gundam games. There's no guard mechanic. Like, even later on, when you have a shield, that shield does dick diddly squat. And is the stream getting pretty jumpy? Or is it just me? Okay, destroyed Jean Zaku. There's a nuclear explosion that blows a hole in the colony. Actually, I wasn't checking. How is the stream help? Should be fucking good. Maybe it's just what I'm seeing. Hang on, I'm gonna reload a couple of things. Want to see if that's something not coming in through the stream or just the way it's coming back and feeding back on my end. No, don't. Yeah, I don't know why it's so jumpy. Is anyone... if anyone's still there, how does it look on your end? Am I just seeing things? Do I sound alright? That's my... primary concern at this point, because it just doesn't seem... Okay, I'm guessing it's just a case of... There's a longer delay now than there was before. Alright, but moving on. This game does a few special things, all things considered. Like, again, you can actually use any other of these mobile suits during the story mission, so you can change your general performance, although, to be perfectly honest, I don't really notice that much of a difference, depending on certain units. It's just like, some units have stronger weapons, and some units have different weapon setups, but on the overall movement speed and whatnot, it all seems relatively similar. Let's go with rollout colors. If it's still jumpy, you might have to reload the page. Yeah, the Battle Above Luna 2 from the original series. I think the Rollout Colors Gundam has slightly weaker beam rifle. Okay, it's still choppy. I don't get what's going on. Maybe it's a problem on Restream's side. Let me check. Just hold on for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna... I don't know what that's about. I'm going to very quickly see if I can stop and restart the stream without having things cut off too much. Without it really cutting off. And I don't know if that'll work. Although it looks fine now. I'll keep going. Sure! Okay, I think it's just a case of the stream doesn't like this game. I don't know what's going on. This shouldn't be happening. It looks fine on my end. It looks fine in the recording window. It's just that when it starts moving in the stream, it gets real choppy. I don't get it. Fine, I'll switch on and off and see what happens. So, hold on. Okay, I don't know where... Is YouTube still going? The Twitch stream came back, so this should still be going. Fine, we'll see what happens. If it's still choppy, then we'll just blame the game and move on. It's a fucking Zaku 1. Why can't I take this thing out quickly? What's going the fuck on? Come on. Die! Okay, this looks fine. Okay, this is still a little bit choppy, but it looks better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. Or slow down. I guess it just doesn't like when I move too much in this game or something. How long have we been going? I honestly don't know. Okay, according to YouTube, it's been about an hour and 40-some minutes. We'll keep trying with this game. I don't know what to say if it keeps going choppy. It's just the roll of the dice there, I guess. Alright, full armor Gundam then. If I recall... Yeah, this is the Enter the Atmosphere mission. Like the one we just did in Gundam Seed. Fancy the similarities there. It's like Gundam Seed had no fucking idea how to do its own story without copying the original Gundam series. Okay, that's... The beam cannon on this thing is much more powerful. There's someone behind me. Another Zaka. Sha! You're dead. Why are you still shooting at me? And why can't I shoot at you? Yeah, go fuck off. Now, technically, I could have waited in this mission until that timer was up so that I could get the memorial action, which is another little feature about this game. But honestly, it wasn't really worth it to just sit here and wait it out. God, I don't know why this is so choppy in the stream. It might not look this way during the playback in the archive footage. I don't know. We'll have to see. Although... no, it is kind of this choppy on Restream too. So, I don't know what to think. Right. Another of the interesting things about this game is that it not only has, like, normal, mobile suit missions where you can run out in a Gundam, but there are going to be specific little missions where you can do other things. Like, in this particular case, it's mostly just, like, little gimmicky first-person shooter things. So in this case, I'm sitting in one of the turrets of the white base, shooting down enemy forces that are coming at us. At least as much as I can. Go down like the flies you are, you Xeon DOP things. That's what they're called. Those are Magellas. Those are more DOPs. Missile, I know missile. I can't really turn to aim for shit. Still kind of surprised that battleship guns can actually do any damage. Well, to aircraft maybe, but we're gonna start shooting down mobile suits with this, and I'm just like, what? I guess it's more powerful than I might have thought, but still. Ow. Yeah, it just took out a mobile suit with a battleship gun. I mean, I don't suspect that that's not possible, just not very probable. All things considered. It's like a tiny little one-man machine gun up against a mobile suit. Yeah, I know there's something over there. I want to make sure the mobile suit is dealt with first. I don't want fucking Zaku to distract me. Ah, God, you right on the fucking deck. Cripes. Alright, who else wants some? Don't think I don't see you hiding behind that corner. I've got sensors. Oh. Think you can get to me? Take this. More of you? Well, have some more of this one-man machine gun goodness. I feel like I'm barely hitting some of these guys anyway. It's just like, so long as they're within general range of the targeting sensor. Oh, you. Yeah, fuck you. Hop up into the air. Hop up again. Go the fuck away. I know you're there. I know you're there. And I know you're there. And I missed you. And that's that mission just out of the way. Essentially, just survive. Take down as many enemies as you can before they take down the white base too much. Why is this so skippy? This isn't even remotely right. Like, I know this isn't the fault of the recorder. It has to be something between it and Restream, or Restream and the other sites. Honestly, I'm not even sure why I'm using Restream. Yeah, let's go balls out with the Gundam Alex. Just fucking rape the enemy. Ugh, I'm out of water. Tobe Gandamu. Alex was meant for Amuro anyway. But of course, the Alex was designed pretty late into the war. Keep forgetting that about Magella attack tanks. You can never just shoot them once and be done with it. You guys are shooting at a wall. No, I say I'm going to rape the enemy, but right now there's not much in the way of decent enemies to rape. These guys would go down in pretty much one shot anyway. The exception being Garma, of course, but that's because he's a squadron leader. You know, he's got to have something going for him. But yeah, this game is more about dodging enemy fire and intercepting it with, like, Vulcan fire or something than it is to actually block things. Because there is no blocking mechanic in this game. As far as I know. I could shoot down Garma right now and end this mission, but I want to blow the rest of these guys out. I missed. I fucking missed. That should honestly have obliterated him right then and there. And now Char's here. And now he's gone. Because that's how strong the Alex beam rifle is. Honestly, it looks more like some sort of assault rifle than it does a beam rifle. And here comes Lieutenant Matilda. I don't know why this is so choppy. It's Restream's fault. I shouldn't... Maybe I should try... I don't know. Anyway, we're almost going up to 2 hours, and I have one last thing to actually demo for this stream. So we'll get to that, and then... we'll end it. I'd be surprised if this ends up somehow causing problems. Surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up causing problems, because... ladies and gentlemen, if you've never heard of this, what we would know as the absolute worst piece of Gundam media ever known to man, like, universally, then congratulations. The game is okay, but what it's the piece of media that said game is based off of? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you G Savior for the PlayStation 2. G Savior, the live-action Gundam movie, made in Canada. It is a piece of crap. It is a universally loathed piece of crap that honestly doesn't even deserve to be part of the Gundam name. The game itself isn't... well, there are some terrible things about the game, but on the whole, the movie, just don't. Do not. Do not be the dipshit like I was and actually invest any money into watching that. Like, if you can find it online for free, do it. Go ahead. You'll probably want to kill yourself afterwards, but at least you won't have wasted any money on actually trying to get the DVD or something. Watch G Savior. Learn the terror. And then come back and watch me play this shit game. Okay, not shit, but just not good. I like the music, though. This tune is pretty decent, all things considered. Vague similarities to, like, Sonic and whatnot. It's just like, oh, if there's one thing that is ever going to be universally good in any of their shit games, it's the music. Woo! And the G Savior is... It's not a terrible design, but I don't like it regardless because its upper arms and upper legs are completely uncovered. Those are bare frame. And I hate that shit. I absolutely despise any mecha design. It's, well, maybe not despise. I just don't like mecha design that has exposed frame bits poking out. It's just like, oh, we decided to put armor over everything. Except that part. We didn't think it was important to put armor on that part. Because, you know, no one's going to shoot there. It's like no one's going to look at that unarmored bit of thing and decide, oh, hey, let's cut that off or shoot it off or whatnot. Let's carry on with wherever I left off. I'm stupid enough to actually play this. Oh, and here's another thing. It's a Japanese exclusive name, but all of the audio is in English. Another one of those weird things that tends to happen. Dialogue is kind of tokey, though. I mean, if that's one good thing about this game. It's just like, the movie was bad, but not in a funny way. Like, not a so bad it's good type of thing. It was just bad. This is kind of... This at least falls into the category of it. The dialogue is pretty weird and funny. And the gameplay is just bleh. It's not bad, it's just bleh. Oh, we'll get into it in a minute, I believe. This is just bleh. That is just bleh. Missionaries? Oh, hostages. Minimal obstacles on the highway. The answer is yes. What the fuck? The faces in those portraits. G3 Savior Intensive Attack Mode. Oh. Oh, I could finally switch to different versions of the G Savior. Although I'm... Seem to be restricted simply between G3 and the G3 Cannon mode. Although the Cannon mode greatly reduces my speed. Ah, what the hell, I might as well try it. I do like the look of the G3 Savior. It's still not a super favorable look as far as most Gundam designs go, but I don't... They managed to fix that problem with exposed armor plating, so I like that. So it's a good, solid design now. Ugh. These fucking controls. Okay, hover mode. And the alarm sound for when you're about to wear out your hover is... It's that same alarm. That same alarm. Someone's infiltrating fucking... What's its island? Prison Island from Sonic Adventure 2. Bloom! Bloom! Much as I don't like some of the control setups of this game, at least it's a smart enough setup that I don't really need to worry about it so much. I'm moving around so fucking much. Whoa, whoa, okay, whoa, what the fuck just happened there? What the? Oh, okay, that's how I activate the cannons. Oh, wow, that's... I like that. Unfortunately, doing that leaves me exposed for a minute. So, anything over here? No. Not bad. I still haven't taken... Okay, well, I have taken some damage, but not really much. So I don't even know what kind of enemy mobile suits I'm up against. And again, we don't really have much in the way of classic sound effects in this game. I mean, I kind of recognize the sound for the cannons. Everything else just sounds like generic video game-y stuff. God, so many explosions! I'm starting to wonder if I even needed the cannons for this. But hey, they're fun, sort of. How much beam rifle ammo do I have? It's like, do I even need to acknowledge that we have ECAPs anymore? Are we so far into the future that all our energy is taken straight out of the mobile suit itself? Hey, you're not getting away. No runners. No exceptions. I will destroy all of the consent forces that think that they can get away from me. Ow. The damn thing. Ah! Also, remember not to try and touch the camera, the right analog stick too much, because this is how it affects the camera. Whoa! Whoa! It's like hyper mega massive sensitive. Trying to remember if there's any specific other mobile suit this particularly reminds me of, because I'm not sure. So wait, this is a mobile doll, essentially? Okay, you're actually starting to... I'm actually surprised. You're moving around a lot more than previous bosses have. It's just like, really? This isn't AI. Nope. Okay, I got him in a lock there for a moment, but he was smart enough to move. Oh! Okay, well, let's see how he likes it. Yeah, fuck you. Ugh, God, what was that glitchy shit? Special coffee? uh... But yeah. G-Savior, absolutely shit movie. Game, I would say is shit, but it's more bleh. I'm sorry, what? Sure, but I think that's going to be all for now that I've saved it. We're pretty much done for now, and okay, I don't know why that does that, but anyway, we're pretty much done with this, I guess, brief look into a bunch of PS2 Gundam titles that I'm capable of emulating. So, yeah. Stay away from Never Ending Tomorrow. Only look up G-Savior if you're morbidly curious. And, that's it. So, thank you absolutely everyone for watching. Remember, RCFS and out.